Welcome to Kranky Live Sports Talk, where passion meets action.
Hey sports fans, I am Kranky, and this is the Kranky Live Sports Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into the hottest topics, the biggest games, and the most controversial moments in sports.
Whether it's football, basketball, track and field, cricket, or soccer, we've got you covered with expert analysis, insider interviews, and unfiltered opinions.
Join me as I chat with the biggest names in sports, get exclusive insights and stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Kranky Live Sports Talk is where you can hear the real talk, the hard-hitting questions, and the hottest takes.
So, if you're a true sports fanatic, you don't want to miss out? Subscribe now to the Kranky Live Sports Talk on YouTube and hit that bell icon to never miss an episode.
Kranky Live Sports Talk, where sports come alive. Subscribe.
Good evening, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is your host, and Kranky, with another show talking about a number of topics. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday? Tomorrow is Wednesday. Days are flying by as usual. I'll be doing a watch along tomorrow of my Arsenal team. See if they can do anything in the Carabao Cup or EFL against Palace. See if Raheem Sterling can get a game for a change. Bless up R&R. Yeah, I'm in the blue top today. I have to mix it up. So hopefully Raheem can and prove himself so he can get some game time, because it's ridiculous that he hasn't. And I said a lot about Arteta. I get a lot of backlash, but as a renowned prognosticator, I am very comfortable with the backlash I'm getting, because 99.9% of the time I'm right, even when it's opinionated. So I don't mind getting the backlash. Because I think I know what good looks like. And Arteta, even though he's a good manager, we're breaking up something in the back. Even though he's a good manager on the training field, I haven't seen it when he picks his team and or when he when he manages games. Yeah, I'm getting backlash. What about backlash? People say you're ungrateful about what Arteta's done, and frankly, we are appreciative of what he has done. He's brought the team back from the abyss, from in the, really a difficult and dark place that where they were after Wenger and after Emery and after Lundqvist for a little bit. Or Lindbergh, I should say, not Lundqvist. We're talking about a diver. And he's put him in a good footing and competed twice against the great Man City for the last 2 years. But more recently, I don't think we have done... He hasn't gotten over to the line. He hasn't won a trophy in 4+ years. He makes decisions which baffles the mind. I'm hearing a lot of people saying things that I've been saying for a while now. First of all, I've been questioning his game management for the last 3 years. Yeah, I should be entertained. Yeah. I mean, people, please hit the like button as you come in. Please hit the like button. Please share. Please try to help me grow this channel. But I've taken a lot of grief about, especially Vinci, from my good friend Apollo, as you may know, who is a big Arteta supporter. And people should be Arteta supporter. I'm not saying we should not support Arteta. I'm saying his game management is in question. And now you'd have thought we lost the game against Everton, given the backlash that he's receiving. Like, it's really bad, people. It's really bad. And I wasn't shocked, because when you manage a certain way, when you are a certain way, when you're like Napoleon, I view Arteta like Napoleon. Those individuals who have a certain statue and they're dictatorial, and it works for them, and they have a lot of accolades. But when it goes bad, it goes really bad, really, really bad. And for him, people are not questioning him. Questioning is decision making, because they see people like Sterling come in, who has PL pedigree. May not have performed well his last time with Chelsea, but has a lot of problems around there. Nobody really did exceptional there apart from Palmer. And then subsequently coming to us and not getting any game time when Martinelli and Trossard have been poor. You feel my pain? Yeah, I can hear you, Vince. I can hear you. No, Slot is not showing up. It has nothing to do with Slot, you know. Slot is doing a good job with Liverpool, even though the last couple of games they've dropped a couple, 4 points in the last 3 games. No, it's not Slot. It's him making bad decisions. Like, everyone is asking the question, how could you have Martinelli on the field 24/7 when he's poor? Just poor. And then Trossard is Trossard. And then you have a Premier League winner, multiple winner on the bench, scored over 100 goals. And yes, he may not be the same person he was 3-4 years ago, but he can't be any worse. Rumor has it never understand in training so he can get on the pitch. What does that mean? I don't understand that. As I ever say, it's practice. It's practice. Same thing I heard from Ten Hag about Sancho, and he called Sancho out in public. His ass is now fired, and Sancho is playing ball at Chelsea. Footballers are footballers. And Sterling came back 2 weeks early from his vacation when he was at Chelsea, working out really hard. So I don't know what that means. I mean, Arteta does that, right? When he put Aubameyang in the wilderness, Aubameyang wasn't playing well. After he begged him to sign a $250,000 a week contract. Then he wanted to get rid of him. So people got to be very careful with those situations. So hopefully Sterling get a game tomorrow. Hopefully he performs. Arteta cannot game management. I said this, people. It's like when I was talking about Trent Alexander, people give me a hard time. Cannot defend himself. Arteta cannot manage his way out of a paper bag when he goes manage a game. Really ever makes the right decision. This weekend was the ultimate for people. I've seen this 2.5 years ago at Man United when we were playing Man U down 2-1. We're leading first. Martinelli goal was not given. It should have been allowed. And he put on about 4 forwards and I have no idea to defend, and we give another goal. And you sit there thinking, what the hell are you thinking? We're down 2-1. We have about 20 minutes remaining. What are you doing? That's been a continuum. Last weekend was the last straw for a lot of people. Took off Rice, put on Jorginho. Take off Lewis Kelly, put Timber at left back and put Partey at right back. Then he took off. He put on Trossard for Martinelli, which is a normal change. And he put Emmanuel for Odegaard. And people are sitting there thinking, what the we need a goal. Everton is not passing the half line. Why do you have to put Jorginho in the game? What are you doing? You don't need any defenders. They're not attacking you. But anyway, I could talk on and on about Arteta, but it's annoying, people. It's annoying. People hit the like button. 17 of you on 6 likes. That hey, people know send me up. Come here, I don't know. Nah, help me tonight. A couple more items actually before I jump into my main topic. So there are 3 main topics tonight, actually. I'm going to talk about Man City's demise, which I think is really interesting. And it's a demise at this point when you have 1 in 10. I'm going to talk about my upcoming Kranky Awards Show, which is a double or triple treat this weekend. We're going to go through 2 more slides to see who the nominees are. And then I'm going to talk about the Reggae Boyz in terms of some of the key challenges they're going to face as they move forward to the Nations League game in March against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. God help us if we lose that game. And then we can talk about June World Cup qualifiers, right? Some of the topics I want to cover. I didn't even plan to cover the Arteta thing, but since Vince is in the chat, I decided to do so. So a couple more things. Marcus Rashford today has said he's open for a new challenge. And Marcus Rashford has been the beaten stick for Man United fans for whatever he does. Whether he go party when he went to Ireland, whatever he does, it's the same thing. Whether he's helping kids too much and not focus on his football, whatever that entails, he gets beaten. So I hope he finds a good club. But the problem Marcus Rashford is going to face, which is what Sterling faced, what Sancho faced. There ain't no too many teams outside the big 5 or 4 can pay you $350 a week. And even if they take part of your salary, it's still $100+ a week. I think we're paying $100 for Sterling. I don't know. We're giving Sterling a vacation for $100 and Chelsea paying $250. I think Sterling has about 2 or 3 years left on his contract. I think Sancho has a number of years left on his contract, and he's getting paid about the same $350. And Marcus is making $350. See, the $350 seem to be former England wingers. Former England's wingers is $350. $350 is a lot of money, people. Right? $350 is what, about £17.5 million a year. That's a lot of money, people, for anybody. Vincent said he likes Rashford. Yeah, he's a good player, but he has not produced based on how one would expect, right? He's a good player, but he hasn't produced. Our people, oh, I forgot. I have to beg for likes instead of what normally. Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is Kranky, and we're going to start the show. As you come into the platform of the show, please, could you mind just the thing to the left with a thumbs up thing that's under my logo, that logo that says Kranky Live. If you push it, I promise you, it will not prick you. It won't prick your finger. There will be no blood. If you push it, it will change to a number higher than what it is currently, and I will feel good, and you can stop hearing me whine. Okay? Hopefully that works. Yeah, Dr. Dan, I would concur as that. Wing play, I don't know. The wing play this year in the PL has been really interesting, actually. Because I'm digressing here, people. Look at the wing play. You may have Diaz and Salah for Liverpool, but which other wingers? Chelsea has about 3 or 4 of them who are good. Madueke, Neto, Sancho playing well. But Arsenal wingers, Saka plays well, but the left side is open. Manu, Garnacho was left out this weekend. Diallo is playing in the wing back position now, not really a winger, even though he seemed to be roaming the last game of the weekend. So, and if you look at Newcastle, a couple of good wingers between Gordon, what's his name is playing well now, the Murphy. They have a few good wingers, but there's not I won't say there's a ton of them that's exceptional. There's some good wingers. Dr. Dan says most players get paid based on one great season. Yeah, that's how it works. And Diallo is probably after just a few games. He's been playing well this season, though. He's been Man U outstanding player this season. I watch him play. He's been playing well for a little while now. Even late last season, he was playing well. In the FA Cup, he played well. He's been playing well. He's not a prolific goal scorer, but he's very tidy on the ball, right? He'd run at people. He's a good winger. He's a good winger. I can see why he's getting game time and getting his laudatory comments. People hit the like button. If you're here and you don't feel like hitting the like button, you do have my permission to leave. No hard feelings. You have my permission to leave. In fact, I suggest you do so. Because people have been telling me that I'm a little bit rude when I ask for likes, and I've been trying to be really nice. But you can't come get get free material. I don't know. Hit the like button. That's not a good thing. Let me keep going. So Marcus Rashford, Mudryk, actually, recent news. Mudryk, who Arsenal was trying to buy, a year ago? Almost a year and a half ago. And he has been tested positive for drugs. I guess some people have too much money. So he's facing that 4-year ban that Pogba also faced, but Pogba eventually got it cut down to a couple of years. Yeah, Dr. Dan, but Rashford has played well. Rashford has been at Man U about 10 years now. About 9-10 years now, people. So, yeah. What jokes, Rich Toy? No, I mean, I'm being fair. If you're here and you don't want to hit the like button, you have my permission to leave. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. Let me talk to myself in the mic. You don't want to hit the like button. I understand why you don't want to hit it, because you probably think you're a YouTuber too, and if you look at help my channel, but don't come here and get no material. Leave. Me no want you. And some of you may not like it, but I can't help you. For those who hit the like button, thank you. I appreciate it. What else I have on my list? I always talk about other things apart from bless up Michael Woodburn, apart from just sports. See the number went down good. YouTube want to leave. Don't want to my channel. Going to get one material. Mass grave site in Syria. Now, here's what I understand, people. Like, you have people like Assad and these people killed. They are estimating 100,000 people. People take them off the street, snatch them. People against the government, take them, kill them, torture them, and kill them, and then him go Russia. They man, if you good hunt down like dog and people, they don't forget to them crime there. Those things are not okay. Have all these nice cars and these mansions and this, probably take a bunch of money and put in some Swiss bank someplace and hide it. I'll push in a Russian bank, even though they probably depreciate by now. And then he's gone. And all those people are dead, and people's family is being destroyed. People like him should be lynched publicly. Yeah, Dr. Don is like every other profession, Dr. Don. So yeah, I'd agree with that. It's like any other profession. Any other profession. That's how it works. If you're not with my likes, you're not with my time. So that's what I mean. Yeah, and Rich Toy, I agree with that 100%. And if I'm not worth your like, then, not talking about you directly, but anybody, then you have my permission to leave. I'll talk to myself. I do that sometimes anyway. When you get more seasoned, you start talking to yourself, So don't get seasoned. Somebody asked me the other day when I talk to myself. I said, come and think me sound good to myself. But anyway, I have some more topics before I go into my main topics for the day. Religion and violence in Jamaica. Hey, people, I have so many topics. I'm making a laundry list of topics I want to cover. I'm going to say this. I've never seen a country in the history of mankind. I have to drink some water for this, guys. I'll get beaten. I have to drink water before I get beaten, people. I've never seen a country. Why am I get beaten, star? That has so many churches and so wicked. Jesus Christ. Man, them kill each other for fun. 3 dead, 4 dead, 6 dead, 7 dead. Gone everywhere. Gone everywhere, people. I never see my church. And when you turn around church, I'm gonna preach. I'm gonna preach, probably I go 9 left hand. In right hand, I Bible and go on the left hand. People don't understand. I do not understand. I am flabbergasted. I am shocked. I'm amazed. I'm surprised. I am disgusted. Let's get someone agitated. People, how does that work? We hear church and jumble up and Jesus soon come and ask that's something. I mean, Jesus soon come from a long time now, but in a man time, a short time. All this religious fever, a fervor, I should say. And then about much dead and gun this and killing this and it's like people in Jamaica just party and kill people like regular, kill them and there. People, we can resolve confrontation without exterminating or terminating the person, or unlive the person, call it. We can have disagreement, difficult conversation, You don't have to kill the person, Because you can't make a life, so you take one. I don't understand why. So I do a program on that. People always quote the Bible and then, why I don't know. What have we on here? You have another topic. They said, Dr. Dan, I don't think that's necessarily true, Dr. Dan. I did some research on that. I think places like Malta, there's a bunch of other places that have a lot of churches. The Vatican was considered a country in a sense of more, but people keep saying Jamaica have more per capita. I'm not sure that's the case, but I have to, because I haven't really seen that. I did some research on that. I try not to make that statement because I cannot substantiate or guarantee that's the case. But Jamaica have a lot of churches. Everybody have a church. What else I have on my list? Oh, no, we do 2 more and then we do my top 5. Can you remember my top 5? I've been hearing a lot of conversation. People always blaming the Caucasian persuasion for their problems. People telling some people. I am not saying historically Caucasians have been the problem for people of my shade and color, but we need to stop and start looking at the mirror. When you start looking at the mirror, people, when you create some of your own problem, and you can't blame everybody for your problem now. Yes, it is historically known that that's been the case, but at some point, you have to start looking at the mirror, people. Start making excuses for other people. What is your educational system? What's your healthcare system? What's your family structure? You have people in the household who help others grow. Are you helping your family? Do you have a village to support kids to grow? Do you have a government? Do you have visionary leadership? Stop blaming the other people them and do your one thing, and stop blaming other people. That's all I do. I blame them. Even when you have independence, I do your one thing, you blame other people. You're not doing something right. But we'll talk about that. That's another topic for another day. These are preludes to those topics. So here's my 5 for the day, people. Here's my 5 for the day, top 5. My top 5 is this. No cheating. No, there's nothing cheating. Your perspective, right? This is my top 5, people. Now listen, people, let me get the top 5. I want to get the top 5 and just sit down there and no one type. So I don't want to type, just like I don't want to push the like button, I don't want to type. Type, man, type this time. I'm give no time to think about this, though. This is a different top 5. Okay, this is my top 5 and just about sports. My top 5 is this. In your view, boy, I could only come up with a vote. I can't come up with one good. Here's my top 5 people. I'm not ready. I'm not telling if I'm ready for the top 5. Because if I'm not ready, I'm not asking the top 5. Because we want everybody to type. All 34 people in the chat, I want you to type something. If you've never typed before, and if you don't want to type, well, some people may be in the chat because they can't type because they're not subscribed, but that's okay. You can just watch. Here's my top 5 people. All right, now you hear me? Here's the top 5. Who are the top 5 Jamaicans, non-athlete, non-entertainer of the 21st century? You know, they need to be on Jeopardy when they have the last question. I'll give you time to ponder that one day. Top 5 Jamaicans, non-athlete, non-entertainers of the 21st century. I'll wait for them to come back to me. And every discipline counts. So we're not restricted to nothing. Top 5 Jamaican. And don't just think traditional. Top 5 Jamaicans in the 21st century. Oh, wait, pardon people, forgive me. I'm not going to restrict nothing. Let me get my top 5 from now. I don't think it's the easiest one, but think about it. Top 5 Jamaicans in the 21st century, people. And how far in the 21st century? Got about 24 years old. Almost fully 24, if we use calendar year. Top 5 Jamaicans of the 21st century. No, we say 5 Islander, we never say 1. Top 5 Jamaicans of the 21st century. And that's not a bad one you put up there, but top 5 Jamaicans. And no entertainers and no athletes. So you can't put on Bob Marley and no Usain Bolt, none of them things there. Because they're actually people in life who reside outside those groups. Everything we hear about that sports, entertainment. Now you about nothing else. We are changing narrative. We are start something. We start an evolution. We are changing narrative. You know, it's a sports program mainly. So I am sure sports is still in the sports arena. Oh, he's in the YouTube space. He's saying, you don't put it up. I ain't going to embarrass him. You know, people. He said, Cataract, T-Got, Ryan, Presso. So are those, who are those individuals? Do you guys know these people? Who are them? You guys know these individuals? Do you even know they're Jamaican? I don't know if Cataract are Jamaican. Come with top 5 Jamaicans of the 21st century. And I'm struggling now. That's not good, people. That's not good. But can I name top 5 Americans, you know, easy now? Can I name probably top 5 English people easy? Give me top 5 Jamaican now. And live in Jamaica. Someone want to talk about so there's no quota here, and there is no local versus overseas. We only use there's no overseas. We only use local. Top 5 local Jamaicans, locally born, locally reside in Jamaica, 21st century. We only need 5. We only need top 5 people. Those of you who are very complaining about too much overseas born players in our team, we don't own no overseas born in this. We have a quota, 100% quota. So I am sure we asked 5. I am sure sport. You see not struggle, people. I am sure sport. I will give me one now. You see not struggle, people. You see not struggle. It horribly enough, people. It means 5 athletes. The numbers are poured through. We are changing narrative, people. We are changing narrative. We want the top 5. We're not moving up. We're still not all night now. Don't leave me program. We want the top 5 Jamaicans of the 21st century tonight. We want 5. And so Winford Williams, Anthony Miller. That's 2 BM. We asked for 5. Top 5 Jamaicans of the 21st century. Trish Bailey. Dr. Dan, I've won. People, what's the difference between 1 and 5 and 2 and 5? Don't give me a hard time, you know. We say 5. You know what? I back it up. Because I look like 5 are killing up. 5 are killing up. Hey, people, Jamaica have 3 million people, you know. And over the last 24 years, they probably export another million plus. It's about what? About 30-something thousand a year? 2, 3, yeah, about 30-something thousand a year or something. So, for up here, 1 me I get Bunting, Nigel, Trish Bailey, Winford Williams. Up here, 1 me I get enough people. I can't get 5. First responder saying my drive. So, all right. I need your first responder. We need top 5 people. We need top 5. We're not going to wait till we get top 5, you know. We are working on the top 5. This is embarrassing, you know, people. This is embarrassing that we can't come with 5 Jamaicans. We say top 5 Jamaican. Yeah? Can't come up with top five Jamaican. And we can't come up with top five Jamaican outside of Jamaica easily. Top five Jamaican. Like if you say top five Syrians, for example, Assad have to be one. It does have to be good enough people. It can be good and bad enough. Let me just throw that in there too. It can be good and bad. Top five bad. Because the world is now alternative world now. Good is bad and bad is good nowadays. No politician can make it. But no, the politician, Stephen Francis, is in sports, I am sure. We said no one in sports. No sports. So let me rephrase that. No coach, no trainer, no athlete, no singer. People, only sports science. Wait, we don't have STEM at Jamaica. We don't have science. We don't have engineering. We don't have research. We don't have technology. We don't have sociologists. We don't have doctors, lawyers, nurses. We don't have politicians. Wait, me confused. So me can't even get five. Me can't get five. You know what I mean? I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. It's not a struggle. I'll leave that alone, people. Lord, it's bad. Oh my Lord, it's bad. I said the country bad. Jesus, Lord. Huh? And Trisha never migrate too. So we have Trisha and Alice, but Trisha migrate, don't it? Men just say local, but we can't migrate it. You know what? We're going to expand it. Sir P. And it's the top five YouTubers, you know. Just the top five YouTubers. The top five Jamaicans. All right, I'll leave that one there alone. So I'll leave that one there alone. I'll leave it. Superintendent Adams, Oral Tracy, top five will argue. Look, let's say top five Tracy. Well, never lose an argument. Hey, by the way, people, if you can mention this, I digress. I'm going to chat to think about him. I digress. So I was listening to Oral Tracy's program today, Sports Explosion, or just Explosion, period. Kamala Harris, is she Jamaican? I thought Trump said she's not black. Anyway, so I heard Sauti calling to Maverick program. You know, Maverick never lose an argument yet. It's one of the first time I hear somebody arguing and they're getting annihilated. Like it's not even close people. It's like night and day. It's so bad. You feel sorry for the person. They're getting annihilated. And him comeback was the person so he want to be right and a right crew. The man annihilate him. I talk about who's favorite and him say City are still favorite, even though we all know that's a bunch of hogwash. And if you go look up definition for favorite in Webster or go AI, everybody tell you say it's totally different about this thing. But Sauti gave him stats and facts. Liverpool had 2 18-game winning streak, but Trish not even know. It was embarrassing. Seriously, embarrassing the way Sauti describes. So Sauti, why am I telling Sauti? If you just frame the one as Sauti, if you record it, go back in, because you know them replay thing there. Go back in and frame it, because I was listening to it. I was driving and listening and saying, if I was the host, I would just say, I would give him the nonsense meter. You're making too much sense. I have to give you nonsense meter. You're embarrassing me. But anyway, so BM said Winfred Williams, Anthony Miller, Trish Bailey, Lowell Hawthorne, Chris Daring. You know, isn't Lowell and Trish are overseas, aren't they? Chris Daring, yes. I think Lowell Hawthorne, well, no, I knew pretty well actually. Rest in peace, Lowell. And then Trish Bailey, obviously everybody know, probably the richest Jamaican woman, them say, period, or self-made entrepreneur. But no, BM, thank you, BM, for giving me 5, BM. Thank you for giving me 5. I really appreciate that. It's sad that my audience, who I appreciate, couldn't come up with 5 Jamaican 21st century. People, that's a damning thing, people. That's damning, When you can't come with 5 people in your society, that means either you're not aware of what's around you, or there are none to be, even though we have 5 here, but the question, are they the 5? I expect to get a litany of people, right? I expected somebody say probably, well, I wouldn't say, but they may say like at least Hannah or something. So who's on my list, people? You know one of the people on my list? Well, I love get myself that trouble, One of the people on my list, people. I did have Nigel Clark, by the way, Manningsman. I did have Nigel Clark. I think I like what he did with the whole IMF and cut down the debt and all that. But I have somebody on my list who, and I said 21st century because he was still in Jamaica, who many people have thought about. I said most prominent, so most known, have influence. Javaris had passed by his. Oh, okay. So he said Paul Wright, Anthony Miller, Nigel Clark, Wilfred Williams, Lisa. Oh, you have Lisa Anna. Okay. You have Lisa. Okay. No, good list. Good list, by the way. Good list. But somebody I have on my list, I don't see anybody have, because I like to stir the pot. I have the former, why you like to do this, Kranky? The former strongman of Chicago, of Tivoli, on my list. I had the former strongman of Tivoli on my list. You don't know me I talk about, right? I had him on my list. That's one of the top 5. I'm talking about prominent people, known people who have influence, people who run things. Douglas say, can't make for me. don't tell us what that is. Don't tell us what it is. But me have do this for my list, Me have do this for my list. Me have Nigel for my list. Me have do this for my list. I tell you the truth. Two of them on the list. Me not tell who is on my list, but them two the on my list. Nigel and do this for my list. People of top 5 Jamaicans. Me not really have a lot of rich people on my list, because I think the money should do it. Me have do this for my list. Me have do this on my list. How? Most prominent Jamaicans, most prominent. So whether you cause trouble or you fix trouble, you're on the list. You're top 5, you're prominent. Well, at one point, who are more prominent than do this? Man, run a whole, man, 70-some people that are Tivoli, because people that try to go get him. That's as famous you can get in the people. When you have 70-some people dying on your behalf, or because of your situation, that say a lot about you, So nothing one-dimensional, nothing what people just add to a new society. Man, the influence, run a whole community. So, yeah. So Dr. King's the chin. Yeah, there are a few people there, but here's the thing, people are interesting about all of this. We don't have enough, apparently, or we don't know about them, which is sad either way. Either we don't have enough or we don't know about them. So we really have to think about that. We know all the athletes, we know all the entertainers, but they're the role models. Should they be the role models, or should the doctors and lawyers and nurses and teachers be the role models? And why they can get that prominence? And should the politicians be the role models, even though people don't seem to support the politicians? So you can see where I'm going with this, right? It's not always, because I say we're in alternative universe, people. And like before, Okay, you see Trump win. That means that body's in. I probably people drop my link. So drop my link. So please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. So Leon says Thomas Leckie, Errol Morrison, Edward Siaga, Portia Simpson, Butch Stewart. Yes. Influential people. And not all them on the list good enough. I'm not going to say which one I think good. But all them on the list good. But yes. Though and the 21st century. Now, I don't think Siaga was 21st century. When Siaga was alive, Patterson was prime minister between what? Siaga in the 21st century. 94 and 06. Then before Who was before Brogard? Was Siaga 21st century? Can't remember if Siaga 21st century. Maybe. Was Siaga 21st century? Remind me. Can't remember. Because the 21st century started from 2000, Right? So we had, I don't think Siaga was 21st century. But it's interesting that we struggle with that, people. It's interesting we struggle with that. That's not a good look. If we're struggling with that, that cannot be a good look, people. So I was trying to make a point with that whole thing, which is basically to say, us as a people has to really refocus. If we want to change our situation, if we want to change how we're operating, if we want to change our circumstances, we have to also change our focus. What do I think about Biden pardoning his son? So I would normally say I think it's reprehensible. It's ridiculous. He's being like Trump. And then I said to myself, you know what? Trying to be the good guy is not working. And if I'm 80-something years old and my time here is short on this earth and my son will go to jail and I could have stopped him from going to jail, what would I do? What would you do, Must Win? I'm not sure I would have my son go to no jail. especially when I'm dealing with somebody who's going to pardon all the people them who try to overthrow the country. And my son was prosecuted based on things which would give you community service and may go to jail. I don't know. I think Siaga may have been a naturalized Jamaican. He was born in Boston, I think, naturalized Jamaican. Probably one of the few countries where you can born into the country and become prime minister. Duckland says, Bro God, Sir P, Nigel Clark, Sister P, Cartel. We said no entertainer, Duckland. Why me I tell him? No, and change the criteria. We said no entertainer. Duckland says, no, he was not prime minister. Yeah, I think, I don't know how he would live with himself when, look, your time is short. You're not sure if you're going to live to see tomorrow. One of your sons died in a tragic situation. Well, not tragic, but he had cancer or whatever it was. His wife died in a car accident. Isn't that his only son remaining? Why wouldn't he? I mean, how could he even not do it? And he has the ability to do so. When the other person is going to pardon all the people who do wrong. I don't know how he doesn't do it. I don't know how he doesn't do it. First respondent said, man is one of the most important persons in the JFF or Jamaica in the 21st century? Which one? So I don't know how you don't pardon him. I don't believe in those things, but I'm not sure how you do that. I don't know how you do that. I would struggle not to do that. I would really struggle not to do that. I think it would be stupid not to do it, frankly. Yeah, I know, must win. I know. My value is that, no, must win. I've said this before. I've said this more recently. I usually take the high road for most things, but if somebody is taking the low road, then I think I should go below the basement, as low as it can, the core of the earth. So, no, I think in this case, first of all, he was railroaded. Injustice was done with his prosecution, how it was worked. If he wasn't Biden's son, he wouldn't have been facing no jail time. Not for a gun that didn't commit any crime, didn't intend to commit any crime, just have own a gun. He won't get no jail time. So, and he's facing jail time now, which is nonsense. So, yeah, I think that's nonsense. So, Muslim, I can't agree with you on that one. Yes, I believe in having standards and morality, but no, I don't. I think the injustice was done. He's correcting the injustice. And I've said this, which is part of the Democrats' problem is they're trying to play by the rules. Hey, must win. You can't play by the rules and someone else play by the rules, and you can't win. You know? If you're doing everything, if you're playing a game and the referee is cheating for the other side, and you're like, okay, no, it's okay, we'll win anyway. You ain't gonna win when the referee control the game. No, so in those instances, you gotta change the rules. So I'm not gonna buy into that one. I think Biden did what he did. Do I totally agree with it? I struggle with that one because I don't think you should pardon people who commit crime, but then the nature of the crime also matters, doesn't it? So anyway, so let me go to the whole City demise discussion. So Man City, who has been the perennial champions, who has done phenomenally well over the last since Pep joined. They won before Pep, right? They won with Mancini, they won with Pellegrini. Like they weren't winning for a champ. They couldn't win the Champions League. Pep came in after spending 3 years at Bayern, didn't win the Champions League at Bayern, but won that Barcelona with Messi. And they've dominated English football. I mean, Liverpool won and scored 100 points, something like that, or close to 100, to win one championship they won during his tenure. That's the only, after his first year, but the Chelsea won with Conte. He's won all the ones apart from the one that Klopp won. And we are saying Klopp is brilliant, amazing, be good as he is. So he's been phenomenal. But he's hit a rough patch. No, that's not at all must win. In fact, must win. Let me tell you something must win you don't realize must win. Everybody pick and choose when to have integrity. The question is the degrees of it, and there are levels to this must win. Always remember that. Everybody does it. You do it. Right? It depends on how you want to define integrity and how you define integrity, but there's levels to it. So if I commit a crime by pinching an apple in a store, is that the same as me killing somebody? There are levels. Remember that. There are levels. There are levels to this. So 422 says it was always coming to the end for Pep, especially with the 1-year extension. No, it's a 2-year extension. 422 precise, a 2-year extension. But I'll say this about that, which is this. Every team has their period. They may have a lull. 433 Pressers team, Man United, is lull. It's becoming into a permanent lull. Because since they won their title with since they won their title with Alex Ferguson before he left, and Ferguson left them in a really bad shape. People don't talk about that, you know. Ferguson left them a bad team. He gave what's his name was at Everton a bad set of cards to deal with, and he's tried because we gave him Van Persie and he won the championship. You know, and Van Persie was always injury prone, which he was subsequently to that. And after that, they haven't won anything. They've won a few. That's not true. They won what? Europa League. They have won some of the cups, but they haven't won the Premier League. Now, first, it was a bad team. And not actually, first, it was a bad team. It was a bad team he got. Bad team he left them. He won the EPL, but it's a bad team. Trust me, it's a bad team. And even Fergie knew it was a bad team. If we didn't give them Van Persie, they wouldn't have won anything. Yeah, he gave him a championship team, but it wasn't a championship. It wasn't really a championship team. It took Van Persie that team. It wasn't a good team. Now, I disagree with you, Drew Ross. You can't convince me. I knew that team. In fact, people always say it's the worst team to have ever won the EPL. Worst team to ever won the EPL. Take Van Persie out, it's not the same team. You guys can argue that, but Arsene Wenger gave Fergie a title because they were friends. They became friends after all the animosity between them, right? No, I mean, not a bad team in that context, 43, but the worst team to ever won the EPL. You ever heard that before? That means it wasn't a great team. And when other teams come in, when the Man City come with all their money, start buying the players, you could see that Man U has as much money but couldn't do well because, okay, if it was such a great team, you just say it's all about the manager. It's all about Moyes. It's all about Marino. It's all about, what's his name from Holland. It's all about the managers. It's always the manager. Some of it's the manager, but it can't always be the manager. It can't always be the manager, people. Sometimes it's the players. But anyway, so we'll see how this manager does, because I think he's going to get rid of this entire team and buy his own team, apart from maybe Diallo and a few players. But anyway, let's go back to Man City. So Man City in their last 10 games, why am I telling you? Man City in their last 10 games, it hasn't been pretty, people. It hasn't been pretty. And I can't say that I'm sorry for Man City. I'm not. By the way, if the Man City situation wasn't bad, they're facing 13 charges. And some of those are real charges. They're not no flowery topical charges. They're real charges. Like paying Mancini off the books. They're real charges. So they can do all they want to do. We'll see what happens, right? Now, Tony says Wenger decimated Arsenal before he left. Yes. Wenger did a poor job. Wenger didn't want to spend any money. He knew it was his own money. And the Crankies didn't want to spend any money. And then when they started spending money, Wenger was gone. So anyway, so here's Man City's record for the last 11 games. I use 11 games versus 10 for a reason. But it's ugly. As I'm saying, it's ugly, no, people. They lost the EFL game to Tottenham. Then they lost to Bournemouth. This is not a draw. Them lose. Maybe it's a draw. They lose to Sporting Lisbon. They lost to Brighton. They got annihilated by Tottenham. They were up 3-0 to Feyenoord over 70 minutes played and draw 3-3. They lost to Liverpool. They beat Nottingham Forest. Then they drew with Crystal Palace. They lost to Juventus. They lost to Man U, who not good, people. Man U can't create no chance in any game. When they played us, we were not as good. We weren't good either, but we just score a set piece. Them can't even stop set piece. And Man City can't even get a set piece to score against Man U. That's what Arsenal does really well. And when they dry up, we struggle. But it's really interesting, people, that you see this whole construct here, which is the last 11 games, they have one win. If this is not a crisis, I don't know crisis, people. Now, people are saying they'll bounce back. They've had a lot of injuries, right? They've lost their best player in Rodri for the entire year to ACL. Who knows if he'll ever come back the way he was, the Ballon d'Or winner. That's a big loss. And before he went down for the entire year, they were doing a comparison between when he plays and when he doesn't play and what that means for Man City. And you could see his impact on the team. The winning percentage was significant difference between when he played and didn't play, which is really interesting. And then De Bruyne has been, when you pass a certain age like De Bruyne, we pass like 32, 33 people. The body stops saying it's time for you to stop playing, and De Bruyne is still playing. So I don't think De Bruyne gets along with Pep either. And then you have Doku been in and out. Foden has been injured, hasn't actually played well. His entire defensive line, Ake, Akanji, Stones, has been injured sometime this year. His two wingers, Doku, Savino, and Grealish, all three of them have not played well, haven't been scoring. And then he has a statue for a forward who can score a lot of goals, but he doesn't really move. And then Gundogan, who went to Barcelona and came back, Barcelona says, you know what, you look like you're done. It appears that he's done. And Silva is struggling to keep up. So if you look at their team, it's old. They're the oldest team in the Premier League, right? Then the average is about 29, 30. So they're an old team struggling. Now they have quality players, people. And class, form is temporary, class is permanent. But what happens when you're old class? That's a different one, So I say, when you're class but you're old, like how the big belly man who play Cavaliers, I get beaten for this, people. The big belly man team, what them call Cibao or play Cavaliers, like them go to the kitchen too much. But they could play football. They're good footballers. They just have a little bit well proportioned, I'll call them. They're good footballers. Not saying City people are not that, but they're seasoned. So it should be really interesting. But Rodri alone one player can't make a team go that bad, right? One player can't make a team go that bad. And here's another thing to people. If you look at the transfer market and you look at the transfer spending, City had a net positive, City comfortable. That means the coach they sold Alvarez for 70-something million pounds or 80 million pounds to Atletico Madrid. They didn't replace him. So they were comfortable that they had a good enough team to win Premier League and Champions League, which has proven not to be the case, people. Not to be the case. Not to be the case. And it's been sad. It's been sad. So then the last of not least of all this whole discussion, what we're talking about is the coach himself, who has been beating himself up. You see his nose all scratch up, his head scratch up, like he's going through a very difficult period. But what's interesting is he's also hasn't helped. He played Liverpool without a winger. Like, if there's one team you don't want to play without a winger, it's Liverpool, because Trent Alexander can't defend. So when you put Duku or somebody over there, him have Nunes play left wing, no him have Nunes play defense. The man confused. Nunes play defense, Nunes playing left. That's why Nunes got the game the other day, because the man play right or left back in his life. Him have Nunes play defense. Him have Nunes play left wing. And him have three wingers on the bench. He had Grealish on the bench, he had Savino on the bench, and he had Duku on the bench, who can spread the field, who can create situations, force mismatches. I have no idea what he was doing. No idea. So between the strategies deploying, between defensive frailty, and people like Kyle Walker have lost 3 steps. Defensive frailties, challenges in terms of players' injuries, a lot of them, especially key players, Pep strategy or lack thereof. And they're not helped by all these charges hovering over their head, even though I don't think charges have anything to do with how they're playing on the field. Some people say it does. I don't think it does. By the way, let me just stop for a second and say, people, please hit the like button. I'm going to drink some water till you do so. We have 60-something people on the chat. We have 43 likes. Those numbers are disturbing. Come people, hit the like button. So I can keep running my mouth. Thank you. So yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is that City has problems. Now I heard I was listening to Oral Tracy on his show talking about City are still the favorites. People, that's one of the most asinine comments or arguments anybody could make. Like, how does somebody run a radio program and it's telling you a team which is imploding, and if you look if you go to AI, if you go to bookies, if you go to Webster, everything tell you what a favorite entails. It's the team that they think got the best chance to win, right? Probability wise. And he's saying, well, it's unlikely they're going to get 80-something points, but you may need to win, but they're still the favorites. It's crazy for anybody. And he's making his argument, and there are people supporting him. We have, how do I say this nicely? We have a lot of morons in the world. A lot of morons. Sorry. Morons. I can't use another word, and that's derogatory, but I can't help it. Don't come with that argument. Tracy, you're right. Oh, it has to be favored versus favorite. Huh? I just find those things amazing and that logic amazing. But anyway, crazy people, crazy. So what are your thoughts on Grealish, though? And by the way, people, the line is open. So I am taking calls. I have 2 more topics to discuss, which is to walk through my 2 more slides on my award show and then to talk about the Reggae Boyz. But if you want to call in and say a few words, we can do so. Calls are limited to 5 minutes. And I've been getting some grief about Carlos Tina, so call them to 5 minutes. Let me put up the phone number. Or Tracy, a Pied Piper, yes, as a responder. Or Tracy is a challenge in the video. Him love win argument, and then he use reverse psychology by saying other people love win argument. But you know what? When you're in the public domain, you're gonna be criticized. So in broads, I can't take it. But he milk some topic forever, and then he can't admit, say, boy, maybe he's not right, which is really interesting. So, Javari, so people have that view now, which is they're gonna come back. As Rastaman said, no matter now, don't come back now, go on, no. He ain't coming back nowhere. I think they'll run their course. They're gonna do well. They may still make top 4. I don't think I don't think they can win the title. I don't think so. But I think they'll when they get people back, because class is permanent, when they get people back, it's gonna be a different story, I think. I think right now they're really struggling. He doesn't have any answer. Sunday's game was horrible giveaway. The game is won. Man City not doing it. Man United not doing anything. Nunes made that pass, and then they fell asleep on the kick out that had Diallo score. So really interesting. Really interesting. Doesn't make sense, people. Doesn't make sense. But when you have bad times, sometimes those things just worsen over time. And for City, it appears that way, which is you get from bad to worse. People get from bad to worse. All right. So before I do Reggae Boyz, I'm gonna do my I am going to do my preview for the award show. So I'm going to do 2 more slides, people. 2 more slides. How much slides do I have in total? Okay, I'm going to go to all of them. I have about 10, 11 slides in total. So I'm doing 2 each night. So I did 2 yesterday. I'm going to do 2 today. So Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to have to come back Friday and do 2 more. And then just delete 1. So let me go over this now. So we're going to need your participation, people, because some of you don't like to participate. You need a participation. So here's the slide, people. So I need 4 nominees for Goal of the Year. Come, people, 4 nominees for Goal of the Year. Goals have been scored enough. We score against Honduras, we score against Nicaragua, we score against in our Nations League, we score in a World Cup qualifier. So we need 4 nominees. 4 nominees. Bless up, Conrad. Thanks for joining. Come, people, 4 nominees. 4 nominees for Goal of the Year. We're only doing 2 slides. We're trying to do more, but it takes more time than I thought. By the way, this is an alternate universe. So Lembakizi versus Panama. I had that one on my list. Maybe spelling his name wrong, but it is what it is. Lembakizi versus Panama. I agree with that one. Which other goal, people? I need 4 goals, people. 4 goals. We have goal scoring. We score goal in the World Cup qualifier. We score goal. We scored a goal in the Copa. We scored 1 goal in the Copa. We scored 2 goals against US in Nations League. We scored against Honduras in Honduras, Nicaragua in Nicaragua. Yeah, we scored a goal, man. Burke versus US. Okay. See, alternate universe. I love that, people. I love that. That was a sensational goal. Win the wrong net. I can't argue against that one. I'm gonna put it down. Sensational goal. Take grass, defeat out of the mouth of victory. Shamar versus Canada. That wasn't this year, was it? Wasn't Shamar Canada last year? Am I missing that? Nah, man. I think Shamar Canada last year, man. Shamar Canada wasn't this year, was it? Am I missing that, people? Was it early in the year, like February? Because we had a Gold Cup. It could have been, maybe. Okay, Shamar Canada. I thought I'm probably mixing up my year up. We need 1 more. 1 more, people. Greg Lee. So people said Greg Lee. So Greg Lee versus USA, which is a really good goal, actually. If Cephas went scored the breakaway, that probably one of the better goal. Any other goals, people? I thought it's gonna sound strange. Because the goal of the year is probably a combination of importance and the magnitude of the goal and the quality of the goal. It was a set piece, the Greg Lee goal was a set piece, They threw the ball down to the touchline, headed over the far post, which is something they practice, and we score. Any other goals, people? Dixon versus Dominica. Can't call penalty, but Antonio penalty against Honduras was a big goal. All right. So we have 4. Miss of the year, chance of the year. Miss chance of the year, people. Which one do I want to go with? Me I put on one. You have one. No, Jamal Lowe. Me I put on Jamal Lowe. Me not take that one there. Jamal Lowe versus Cuba. The one I put on. Come again, people. What are the goals of the chance of miss of the year? Miss chance of the year. Oh, but not to him have. I to him have enough. I to him have Javari. I to. In fact, I 3 have that game there. CFAS versus US a big chance, yes. I'm gonna put on the last one to people. I'm gonna put on the last one. No, the last one. I don't agree them for ya. Hey, they miss them better. Wait. Do this. That's right here. Do you agree with this one? The Gray versus USA. So we have Jamal versus Cuba, Bailey versus Canada, CFAS versus USA, and Gray. If people, you're so easy to fill up the mischance them, and it's so hard to fill up the goal them. That's not good enough, people. It's so quickly and easy to fill up the mischances. How hard it was to fill up the goal. No, mischance. Every keeper mischance. But Nitro, the magnitude Nitro, figure 1-1 Nitro. You can call it great if you want. A missed goal, a penalty. You don't care how great the keeper want to be. Bows against USA is a 1, don't it? Me think of the 4 we have there, though, between magnitude and nature of the miss. If it's at a 4, yeah. I agree that the Nicholson versus USA is also another one, but Jamal Lowe just kick the ball and him try beat the man. Bailey get 3 chances versus Canada, so Bailey can be any one of any 3, and one where him get the corner and kick it to the post, the next one where him kick the ball outside, and yeah. And then CFAS against USA, 1-on-1 with the keeper. So you know what we do? We have enough big time miss, you know. You write about other ones, you know. Enough big time miss. Okay, best save of the year. So like you only have 1 keeper. By the way, people, this cuts across. No, this is Reggae Boyz. It's Reggae Boyz. And it says Reggae Boyz and girls, you know, but the girls don't really play no football. That's the problem we have. They only play 2 games. Best save of the year. So the girls them can't come in now, because we got to think about whether Bonnie Shaw and the Bonnie Shaw goal them in score against South Africa should be here too. I think Lemby goal big. Burt goal is an interesting one. Shamar against Canada, Greg Lee. Maybe we can replace the Greg Lee one with one of Bonnie goal then. We'll see. I mean, I didn't see the Cuba game. When you talk about Nitro, you mean I see the Cuba game? What the heck are you talking about? Eh? We scored 0 against Cuba. Blake against Nicaragua. Yes. Didn't he have more than 1? It's not Nicaragua. I don't know. This can be a Blake. But with the female, then up to people. So it's not just male and female. Male and female people. You know, females haven't played too many games. So I spell Nicaragua. Right, it's too much in. No, we missed against Cuba, but the blatant miss. We had missed chances, but I think the Jamal Lowe versus Cuba was the most blatant one. The Bailey versus Canada was Bailey missed 3. CFAS versus US was a 1-on-1, and Grape missed penalty, especially the magnitude of the occasions. Come, Blake versus Nicaragua. Any other ones? Yeah, we missed a lot against Dominica too. Well, if you can't come up with one we're missing them, you know Dixon missed 1. I think Nicholson missed 1. If you can come up with ones that are better than what we have here, but these misses are big misses, you know. Big miss, big game, easy chance. I think penalty are the worst miss you can have. But anyway. But no, maybe Jamal Lowe can up on the 6-yard line and try to beat the man for to get the ball on the goal. So we have Blake Nicaragua. Any other great saves, people? Blake versus Guatemala. Which game that? Blake Guatemala. Blake to Nicaragua and play Honduras and play Guatemala too. Which game is that? Michael Anthony have a 30-yard screamer against who? Wasn't that the year before? Isn't Antonio's 35-yard screamer against USA? Wasn't that 2023? Yeah, no, Dominica was a World Cup. The one in Dominica too. It was at Dominica, the cricket grounds. Okay, so be it against. We have to go to be the one. Okay, I was asking that question. No, I wasn't sure. All right, take that out. Then we went February and we go what? We go February. We go November and February. So you're probably right about the other one. Yeah, but Gold Cup. We're not Guatemala, man. Gold Cup was 2023, no people, not 24. And we had Copa in 24. We have some in Guatemala. We don't play Guatemala in 23. We played Nicaragua. We played Honduras. It was at 24. We know the people. We played World Cup qualifiers. We played Nations League, semi-final, and third place game. And we played some Nations League game against current Nations League. So prior Nations League, current Nations League. Best of float management. Dixon versus Dixon had a really bad mistake. Dominica. So I'm putting on there. So Blake Nicaragua, give me some CS people, because enough good CS, mate. You know what? I said Blake versus nothing. Blake versus Canada. That was a February game. He make out 101 save. Blake versus Canada, Blake versus Nicaragua, Blake versus Honduras. A pure Blake alone. Any other save? Any save that the female make? Reggae boys and reggae girls, you know. Any other save? You can think about? You have three there already. You have Blake Honduras, Blake Canada, Blake Nicaragua, pure Blake. Any other game? Any other save? You can have a Blake category. If you can give me another one, let me know. So worst goal conceded. We need another one for number 4. May I put Blake versus USA? What's the Reggae Girls goalkeeper against South Africa? The one that came in, not Spencer. I think it was second goal she gave up. So did Becky have any save against Brazil that counts here? Best save of the year. Did Becky have any save against Brazil that counts? Let me know. Leah Brooks. Okay. Leah Brooks versus South Africa. That was a horrible goal she gave up. Horrible goal. Any other goal that you say could make this list? Any other goal that make this list, people? In terms of worst save, worst goal conceded? Doesn't have to be the keeper get up, it could be that a defender made a terrible mistake. Wait versus Dominica. Yeah. It doesn't have to be the goalkeeper, who get the goal now. It could be that defender that's made a horrible mistake and the team score. So the criteria is that there's a goalkeeper for the worst goal of the year. Even though you'd expect that the goalkeeper did something that they shouldn't have done. We need one more for save of the year. We need one more for worst goal conceded. All right, now think about it, people. Now come back to me. Can we go back to this entire list at some point? For just make sure we're comfortable with the list. So most improved reggae boy, or girl, I should say, or girl, and most underperforming reggae boy or girl. All right, people, let me know. Most improved reggae boy. Most improved reggae boy. No nominees. Or reggae girl. Somebody said CFAS. When I give it CFAS, hey, I'll get beaten for that one. CFAS most improved. Dixon. Lati. Let me say the name them first. I'm enough name in our throat, Lati, CFAS, Dixon. No, people have said Dixon. And improvement is not just playing for the national team, people. Broaden your horizon. It means playing wherever you're playing. So you play for your club team, play for the national team. Because sometimes people play better for the national team and versus the club team and vice versa. We're going to underperform at 43. Stop rush 43. Come people, best, most improved. I think people say Lati. I'm not going to fight that one there. Come people, most improved reggae boys or girl. No, don't be one-dimensional here. Any reggae girls have improved significantly between last year and this year. What about Bunny Shaw? What about Bunny Shaw? You guys think Bunny Shaw should be on this list as most improved reggae girls? Because she keep getting better and better, you know. You make Ballon d'Or, means you improve now. Because you're good already, means you improve. So we have Dixon, we have Lottie, we have Cephas. Any girls on here? People say no to Bunny Shaw. I think she has gotten better. She didn't get nominated for Ballon d'Or in her previous years. Right? So Nitro doesn't agree with your portrait you express about some most underperforming reggae boy. May I put name out. Why is this? May I have name funny? Me can't feel like the underperforming, you know. That's easy for me now. But me no want to be accused of doing all of this. See me as people. So I put one on it. Underperformer. So people are saying underperformer. Me have Casey Palmer upon there as one. Who are the underperformer? Enough people underperforming people. Enough or no? Okay, somebody said worst goal give up. Third goal against France. Is that Becky? Jamaica versus France. Yeah, there were some bad goals in that game, you know. Not the only goal that one. So, and then worst goal. Worst goal conceded. So most improved reggae boy or girl people. We need one more name. We have Lati. She said Maggie after the hype. Most disappointing. I don't have a Maggie. Whole Gate is another one. I don't think there. I don't disagree with that one either. Most disappointing reggae boy. So we have Casey Palmer and Whole Gate. That's two people. We need two more. Jody Brown as what? Most improved or most disappointing? Hey, Jody Brown can go there for disappointing too, you know. And I lie now. I like put young people on here, but to be honest. So you said Johnny Brown, Javari for disappointing or most improved? I think Jody Brown improved. I not tell no lie. Yes, I think you're right about that, Ricardo. I never want to say it because I don't want to get beaten, but I follow you, Ricardo. I think the performance in 2024 between club and country is no where it's supposed to be. Jody Brown, most disappointing. All right. So wait, we have Casey Palmer, Whole Gate, Bailey, who else? Okay. We need another most improved. We can't just be disappointing people. We need another most improved. So we're saying most improved Cephas, Dixon, Lati. And we're saying underperforming Casey, Whole Gate, Bailey. Who else? Somebody said Jody was at NCAA championship, so she's performed some places apart from the national team. Disappointing reggae boy. We need one more disappointing reggae boy. Think about the entire reggae boy team now. Gray hasn't produced this year, except for the last game. If I think about people who have done well, Lowe has done well, Blake has done well, Pinnock has done well, Bobby Reed has done well, Lati has done fairly well enough. The right back has been disappointing. Amari Bell has been decent. Lowe has improved, but is Lowe one of the most improved though? That's a question. Nitro, is Lowe one of the most improved? Dexter Lembakisa. I put Dexter on there. Dexter. So most underperforming, not most improved. I think Dexter has fell back quite a bit. You know, like nobody under 22 years old. Can I submit 52nd state of the US? No, that ain't gonna happen now. Canada trade enough billions with the US. Dockland is what Dexter has not done. That's what they're saying. So he hasn't played well. We have Whole Gate already, Drew Ross. So let's look at the list again. Let me blow this up a little bit more. So here's the list again. What am I doing? Here's this again, people. We have most improved reggae boy or girl. I can't even keep this thing. Is Cephas Dixon Latty. We need one more name. And most underperforming reggae boy or girl is Casey Palmer, Holgate, Bailey, and Dexter. Now, you guys, Dexter should be here, or somebody should be here. Dexter has had an up and down season, hasn't played much football this year. Somebody said, you know what? Somebody said Dexter goal against Panama and take him off my list. So, I probably think Dexter bad performances came subsequent to the summer, right? After the I true that after the Nations League, him start playing. I've never played on football. Look like somebody said Trayvon Gray. Tavon Gray. All right. Well, no, most disappointing. We need another one for improving on people. We have nobody else who improve. We have no one else who improve. Who's most improved? We have Latte, Dixon, and Cephas. Any other young player? We have K-Rai. I think he will improve a lot. Well, no, Maggie had a game and a half. He only played 3 games. I'm going to put Maggie on. So I don't think Maggie needs to be most underperformed because I think Maggie played well against Nicaragua, played well in one half against Honduras, didn't play well against the US. So it would be unfair to Maggie to have 50% good and 50% bad on Maggie. Yeah. I thought I think Williams was good. Romario Williams was good actually. Is he improved every season? We don't know about that. But we need another improve, you know. Is reggae boys or girls? We don't have none of the girls that improve. What about groups for the girls then? We don't have no girls that improve. Maggie played well against Nicaragua. Wasn't the Nicaragua game he played in Nicaragua? Then he played a game at the office where he had a good half and then he played a bad game against the US. It's fine if nobody else improves. What do you mean? We need people to improve. King, I don't know. Did King get enough game to have? Yes, King improved. You know what? No, put King on it. No, put King on it. No, put King on it. Let's move forward. He flopped up Nicaragua. No, I think he had one half. He was decent, man. He didn't totally flop. I mean, he didn't play one half and he came on one half and did bad and came one half and did well. So anyway, so we have King as most improved the people. In them about 24 now. So that's the one list. We'll do one more slide and then we're going to the Reggae Boyz thing. So this is best 3 position. Best defender, people. We can just fill this in, don't it? Best defender. Give me some name. Reggae Boys are girls, by the way. It's not just Reggae Boys. We just put Reggae Boys and girls here. Let me change this. Reggae Boys and girls, people. Somebody says Salai Washington. Oh, most improved? Okay, let me go back to this then. I'll take off King and put Washington. Since I'm trying to be equitable here. All right. What's the next one? Next slide we fill up. Best defender. Best defender, people. Best defender. So Pinnock. We expect to put up on it. Pinnock. It's boys or girls, you know, people. It's not just boys. Pinnock. Low controversial, no. No, you know, I know hard. If somebody say King should dip on here, make put somebody's pan in. We can't live without a Conrad. We can't live without a Conrad. I'm trying to be equitable here. And it's not DE&I. We say boys and girls. So it's not really we're trying to make it inclusive. It's boys and girls, we say. So if Salah is better than in terms of improving. And King has been steady. Swaby. We'll figure out one. Swaby's sister, we'll put. One of the Swaby's sister. We'll figure out which one. Nominee 3. So we have Pinnock. We must have more nominee. What about defender? We have Omari Bell. We have Greg Lee. We have Lowe. We have Pinnock. We have Woolgate. We have. What do you mean? I'll come back now. His name is slipping me now. Targa, 6'4". Can play CDM too. You can't say Daniel Johnson most disappointing when Daniel Johnson don't get no game time. Nothing get called up. Leon Grady. Come on, man. Leon Griffiths. Come on, people. Best defender. You're saying Plummer, Javari. People, you agree with that? We have Pinnock. We have Subi Sister. No Low on here for defender. No Tavon Gray. No Lemba Kisa. No John Bell. Bernard. So we talk about club and country now. So it has to be, can't just be country people. People say Bell. I agree with Bell. Bell was good for his club when they were in the Premier League. He's very good. Playing a back three. And he's been steady for Jamaica. Juras and no Plummer. We can't just throw down naming the people. We need 2 more nominees for best defender. This can't be this hard, people. My name said Low and Bernard. I agree. I put Low. I'll get beaten for this. I think Bernard better than Amari Bell, though. Really? I think Bernard better than Amari Bell. Come, people, give me some more names. I struggle. I think Bernard better than Amari Bell. Greg Lee. No, I think Greg Lee Nitro. I'm not going to say Greg Lee at all. I say Greg Lee player. You know, the coach put him right back at one point. Dexter. No, Dexter fell off significantly subsequent to the Copa. We can't put Dexter. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she ain't good, Eddie Guna, because she won the league. That means that she good. But I'm open, you know. I'm open. I don't know the girls as much, you know. So I feel depend on who we select. So we have Pinnock, Swaby's sister. We figure out which one we put there, Low, and somebody else. Yeah, but Dexter won with offense, no defense against Panama. Right? Dexter won with offense, not defense. I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned. So people, we need to know. We need to know we're not comfortable with this. Pinnock, Swaby's sister, Low, Bernard. So Nitro said Low was instrumental in Oxford, who plays in where Oxford play? A League 3. I'm sorry, I don't know League 3 today. Where Oxford play? No, League 2 Oxford play now. Plummer, Javari said Plummer. Eddie Guna said Plummer. Me I put Plummer there and take out Bernard. We can figure it out later. Most disappointing defender. Me I put Tavon Gray on yourself because you can't tell no lie. Who else a disappointing defender? And you can't be best defender and be most disappointing. Because I know someone else said Low. So we can't have both. Is Lemba Kisa one of the most disappointing defenders though? In them play against Wakama? So we have Bernard, we have Come on, people, give me some names. Say King over Low, best defender. All right, I'm put King over Low. Come on, I'm gonna get beaten by this. Ah boy. John Bell, one of the best defenders. Really? You guys think John Bell is one of the best defenders? Oh, most disappointing. Holgate, definitely. Definitely. Tavon and Holgate. Who else? Most disappointing defender. Hey, Eddie Goon, you're saying John Bell for what? Best defender or worst defender? Which one? Huh? All right, so man said King can't compare to Low. You know, I'm going to leave it blank. I don't know how cuss me out. I not say King or Low because I get beaten either way. Oh, John Bell. Okay. So we need one more worse and one more top defender. See, nobody. I know Low was on Defied Opinion. I know King on Defied Opinion. Because people say King local. You know me like King, and everybody know me is with Low already. So come people, let me know. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, people, please do so. Let me just paste the link again. If you haven't subscribed, just hit the subscription bell. And you can also share it with people you know. So Nitro said King is a good passer, but he can't defend like Low. Okay. People, we need one more. People, we have about 8 or 9 between the girls and the men's team, about 12 defenders, and we can't pick 4. You know what I do? It's somewhere though. You come with the Swaby sister them name. We put Swaby sisters. Is that 2 of them? You come with them name later. This is bad, people. Pinnock and Plummer. So we have 3 women and 1 man. So Pinnock are the only good defender up on the men team. All right. We need another disappointing. So Chantel is one. What's in that sister name? I should know this, It's really show my chauvinistic side of me. What's your Sweepy sister's name? We'll put 3 women for best defenders here. So we need most disappointing defender. Any other woman should go on the most disappointing defender? Hector was good, but he retired. Hector retired. I'm never saying retire. No, he not retired. I'm just not get called. But Hector was good. He played well in the World Cup qualifiers, actually. He played really, really well. Most disappointing defender. We need 1 more people. Bernard. We can't fight that one there. You think Bernard and Lowe are fight for that spot? Okay. I'll put Bernard for the time being. I think this one may be open for discussion. Some people will not like this. Alison. Okay, Alison Swaby. Okay. I should know this. Especially when my best worker name was Allison. So, all right, best midfielders, people. Best midfielders. Men or women. You know me I put? I put on 1 name already. I'm sure. We have Drew Spence as 1. Hayden as 2. Lati as 3. So I'm not gonna like this. I'm gonna tell me if I'm wrong enough. Me ready for change. Me have Drew Spencer, me have Lati, me have Hayden. No, Jabari, me can't. Bobby Reed at the 4th one. Okay. Not agree with this, people. Today's easier than yesterday. Today's easier than yesterday. Let's go quicker. Do we agree with Bobby Reed? Drew Spence, yeah. We have Drew Spence. We have Hayden. Let me put them right name. Isaac. We have Bobby Reed and we have Lati Bodier. Who else? So that's 4 midfielders. Most disappointing midfielder. Midfielders, I should say. Any woman? We don't have Casey Palmer. I'm telling you, I'm wrong now. Should I put Ravel on here? It's disappointing he didn't turn up. I said Maggie name right or wrong, but remember. Is it MA or MC? Yeah, I thought about Ravel, but Ravel wasn't disappointing. You know, play would be disappointing. So we have K-Roy, we have Casey, we have Maggie. What other name? So I put K-Roy on him. I think K-Roy improved at all. Atlanta Primus. I thought she looked good in the World Cup, but I don't know what happened. Thought she was decent. Now we have Palmer, we have Casey Palmer, K-Roy Anderson, McGee, and Atlanta Primus. So now I agree with the 4. I agree with the 4 people. She was lost to the World Cup. Maybe I missed it. Drew Ross. Yeah, I thought what's her name was lost? Jody Brown. Jody Brown to me was lost. Turnover every ball she get. Every single ball she get. All right. Best forward, people. Best forward. We'll move forward. We have Shamar Nicholson. Him game them against Canada. We have Bonisha. One game I had to use Shamar. We have Bonisha. Who else? 2 more forward. We have Antonio. We have these 2 wingers, We have Bailey. We have Greer. We have Cephas. We have Dixon. So, best forward. Andre Gray. Andre Gray not playing no more. Javari. Now, Shamaria, just for the Canada game alone. Even the one game he touched about 2 balls against, was it Ecuador? Yeah, I remember. Gray, Drew Ross said Gray. What Gray for what though? Gray hasn't played well since last year's Gold Cup. Drew Ross, come on, Drew Ross, man. Gray on the panel. And people say, should Antonio be on here? Because some people go have Antonio opposite direction thing, you know. Come people, let me know 2 more names. Let me know 2 more names, people. Yes, Drew Ross, he played well the last game, but when did he play well before that? He was running like 6, 7, 8 games and being disappointing and not scoring and not doing anything really. We have Shamar, we have Bunny. We need 2 more forwards, people. And be careful when you put a forward in the best forward, because then you have best forward doesn't mean you're the best one with the best ability, you know. So one of the ones who are producing and not producing. So Nitro said, of course, Antonio has 3 good games at Copa. You think Antonio should be in the best one? All right. Now I'm going to fight it. Alison Swaby. Well, Alison Swaby don't play forward. The defensive player. We need forward. We need forward. We have Alison Swaby already. Jafar, so we're not on forward up our Bunny Shaw. That's not good. Yes, should best forward, should Amari Hutchinson. Now, Amari Hutchinson should Amari Hutchinson be in any of these categories, people? Because he divides opinion. You know? Yes, he's playing well for his team. He's playing really well, but he not divorce Jamaica. And we have Bunny Juras. We have Bunny, we have Shamar, we have Mikel Antonio. All right. So we need most disappointing forwards. You know what? Me put in somebody. I am sure sport you can contribute to, you know. Oh, my love, get jokes. I am sure sport you still on. You can contribute to I am sure sport. We love your perspective on these. We get I am sure sport, not trouble. So we have Bailey, we have Demari Gray. Who is most disappointing? Forwards. Who else play forward? You know what? Best forward, I put Romario Williams up there. I thought Romario Williams played well in every game that he came on. I'm putting Romario Williams. So I'm not gonna like it, but if he's in deserve it there, so. Bailey was great for club in the first half of the year, Nitro. So he was great for club. So that's another thing too, where he's come challenging, you know. He was great for the club between May and January, but how has he been since? All right, how has he been since? So do you guys think Bailey should be both in best and worst? Because you can be in both, you know. I think Bunny Shaw is without doubt. Should we take off Antonio and put Bailey here? I'm going to say the entire year. It has to be the entire year. You have to balance it out. So you take the first half and balance with the second half and you come out to a 0. Because he's been that bad. We need one more person. We need 2 more people for most disappointing forwards, people. Most disappointing forwards. We need 2 more people. Some people, most disappointing forward people. Need 2 more. Need 2 more. So we have people in like it's Reggae Boyz. So you have to be in the national team. I'm just trying to think. Should that's a tough one. Lord, people like Leon for treason. Come on, Juras, man. Not treason. Treason. Not when you snitch on somebody, you know. Jamal Lowe and Kerber. Oh, disappointing. Jamal Lowe is probably has to be yours. Yes, you're right about that. But now I put Kerber playing stuff for a reason. He only play. Well, why is it Kerber? Because he hasn't getting a lot of game time for his team or for the national team. Man says Cephas. No, man. Cephas not the best for most of the point. I mean, Cephas is one of the most improving players for the national team. And he's also playing well for his club team too. Because this is both national team and club team, you know, so you can't say Cephas. I think Bailey's problem is he was brilliant in the first half of 2024. Not for Jamaica though. He was brilliant for Aston Villa. And then he was brilliant. He was poor for both national team and for his club team in the second half. So he's brilliant in the 2023 season, 2023-24 season for Villa. But he wasn't brilliant for Jamaica and he wasn't brilliant for Villa. He has been brilliant for Villa since the year started. No, we have no treason, Juras. We're not on treason. We're not on treason. No state secret anyway. Bless up Jason Gunnar. Jason, we're picking the most disappointing forward. We have the list here for two lists here. Most disappointing forward for 2024 calendar year, not 23-24 year. Yeah, I know, Jabari. It's bad that we can't find him. Yes, it's very disappointing too. Now we don't know the women's team as much as we should, frankly. But when I look at the women's team, Jodie Brown hasn't played well, and the women's team forward line, I would only say is probably Bunny Shaw. Now, just say you guys mark Leon Bailey very hard. No, I don't think we do actually. We mark him based on what he deserves. No, Leon, we're talking about, I'd say Romaria versus, but you say Corey Burke, most disappointing, Leon. All right, I'll put Burke there. But I think Corey Burke not getting on playing time for disappoint. I can say disappoint because I'm not get playing time. So if we think about the wing, we had Gray, Bailey up front, Antonio, Cephas. And for the women, we had Jody, we had Bunny. I didn't know play on the left side for the women team. I know I try to be Corey for the one goal, but I can't no, sir. I ricochet goal. Corey not to do that. I'm not gonna be in Corey for now. I'm not going to fear the Corey and put no own goal. That's the reason why. Yeah, beat anybody who give up one goal. No, I don't disagree with Nitro, but we're talking about giving awards off for 2024. So it has to be for the whole year. And first of all, Nitro, he wasn't good for Jamaica during 2024. And second of all, he has not been good for Villa for half the year. So the Villa thing net to zero and Jamaica thing is a negative. So the score is right. And people say, Kranky don't like the player. No, sir. I'm not against the player. When he play good, me give him credit. When he not play good, he gets what he deserves, which is not laudatory comments. We need one more disappointing forward. We have Demari Gray, we have Jamalo, we have Leon Bailey. We need one more disappointing forward. Can't get one? We'll just skip it then if you can't come up with one. All right, people. So that was the list. You know what? We can do a next list quick. Okay, we'll do this quick, people. This is the last list for the day. Let me start talking about the Reggae Boyz. Best press conference. There will be a number of them. So these are best press conference. What's the best press conference? We have, okay, U14 press conference. Come people, best press conferences. We'll do this quick. We'll do that one quick. This one should be that difficult. So we'll go off of the athletes them and go into the suppose under 14 press conference was a good one. Which are the best conference? Is the year-end one a good one too? Put Jody Brown on. Most disappointing? Forward. Yeah. You know, yeah, right. Well, that's to know. Most disappointing forward. I think Jody Brown deserves it. All right, Jody Brown. Sorry. I think you've been disappointing. Give you all the potential you have. All right, cool. This is the press conference, dude. Press conference. People, quickly. Under 14 one, I thought was a good one. JFF praised himself. Which a press conference. The coach had about 3 of those. You know, some bad one though. You put it the one when him was a cop on Meron Garden. Grimmy leaving press conference. You think it's a good question? A bad question? No, we have bad and good enough. We can't have Grimmy leaving as a good press conference, man. Under 14 was a good one. Would McLaren first press conference be a good one? What about the conferences when we all lose or win? Come on. Under 14 press conference, McLaren first press conference. Girls involved too, you know, so. Somebody said, Kranky, how can you have Jody Brown as disappointing when she played in NCAA championship and scored the most goals for her team? All right, we'll put that one up on pause, Juras. We'll come back to that. She's been disappointing for the national team, though, since last year. Because we need press conferences, people. We need 2 more. We have under 14, we have McLaren first press conference. But our press conferences were good. We don't have some athletes in anything, man. We don't have, I am sure, Sport and Eddie Guna in there. Can tell us which one were good and which one were bad. Jason Guna. Bubsy, yes, he was very good, by the way. Busby press conference was good. Very good, by the way. We need another one, people. 4 we need. I thought under 14 was good. McLaren first press conference, Bubsy press conference. Which other one? The one with Hayden? Was that the first? Yeah, when he had answers. Okay. Hayden introduction. I think other ones is better. I mean, no. All right. Most disappointing press conference. I put under 20. Never occurred. I know it occurred, but never occurred. I put under 20 there. Most disappointing press conference. Let me know most disappointing press conference people. U20, yeah, I feel the panic. I never occur. I just topical. So 3 more. Come people. 3 more disappointing press conferences. Jura said bunnies, but we can't blame bunnies and demeanor. Come, Juras, man, do better. What other press conferences were not good? Maybe every press conference when you keep playing to mirror and God. But anyway, what other press conferences were challenging people? You know what? The final US game, USA 4-2 win. Man blame everybody but himself. I put that one there. Disappointing press conference. Which other press conference? CVM one before Copa. I don't remember that one in Nitro. Which one is about Nitro? CVM press conference. CVM before Copa. I don't recall that one. The US 4-2 win when the man blamed everybody but himself. The under 20, which never occurred or sort of occurred. We need 2 more press conferences which were not that good. Disappointing. So you know, I didn't put worst in the people. I put best and disappointing. I try to manage the language that I use. Because when nobody goes say, boy, I may say, then I worst about something. Skill core press conference. No, we're not. No. We said JFF press conferences, people. We're not doing no skill core. Not skill core. We're not doing skill core. Not JFF. We had the JFF. Oh, yes. Bailey fake announcement. I call it fake announcement. When him saying come back, I'm saying no come no way. Okay. That was Grimmy. Was that Grimmy? There are 2 of them with Bailey now. Well, when Grimmy, okay, Bailey fake announcement. We need 1 more. Yeah. Jerome, no, we have under 20. Under 20 could be beginning, end, and middle. We need 1 more people. We've had some disappointing press conferences. Give me 1 more people, 1 more. We have under 20, USA 4-2 win, Grimmy, Bailey fake announcement, and then we have 1 more. Before the US lost to the US? Okay. So 1 USA win, before and after. So there's an after and before. What am I doing? Oh, yes. You're right. McLaren and passport debacle. Yep. All right. So we have the 4. Now, best media personnel. Now, this is either YouTuber and or official media people. All right. Best media personnel. We need 4. So YouTuber, possibly press conferences, or official media in press conferences. But it has to be around the Reggae Boyz because you can't just go anywhere. So best media personnel. Come people, we can get 4 names. Best media and most disappointing media. So let's go, people. So that includes YouTubers now. So best media personnel, especially these press conferences too. Because then we have question of the year. It's a Simon. Who else? Simon should witness. I don't know. Best media personnel, people, come. Simon, who else? You know, people that are from TVJ and people that are from just good. Jason Good. Hey, people, Jason Good, nice time. Just want to know. A man said, Javar said, Ryan, you think Ryan is one of the best? Let me know, people. We need more consensus on this because we have enough people, I don't know them. We don't get the best question, yes. So best, so Alan said Ryan, Javar said Ryan. Let me put Ryan up there. Best media LLC. Who else, people? Come. Best media personnel. We need 2 more. Eddie Gooner. Somebody said you have one Eddie Gooner. Who else, people? Ball sheet. Not all over the place now, Javari, you can't have more than one person, Javari. Well, you can't have more than one, but so we have Simon, we have Ryan, best media personnel. Think about it, we have people from CVM and Hits and KLSA, outside of media personnel. So me say 2 for Kranky Live. I can't pick myself, Can't pick myself. So if I pick me, put myself up. I'm not afraid to do it. But me not pick myself. So now just Simon, Kranky, Jason, Eddie. Okay. Nitro 4. All right, people. But then 2 people pick Ryan, so we can't put that Ryan. Come, people, we need more names. People, come. We're all over the place on this one. 4 media personnel, which include YouTubers, by the way. So you have Coach Minzy, you have I Am Sure Sports, you have Ryan, you have Balltree, you have 433, you have Gunners, Eddie Guna, Jason Guna. Hey, enough YouTubers there are enough people. Lord. You have Unseen, you have JD, you have JT, enough people now. So Jurassic Coaches Desk, I Am Sure Sports, IMAX, on all the players. MG2, yeah, we have enough. I'm sure we'll come with a long list of people. But there's another category now, most disappointing. So you can't go most good for one and good. Right? So Mrs. Coaches Desk, more than 1, Coaches Desk 2. Billy Diamond, MG Sports. Boy, this one is hard to pick. We need 4 people. May I get out of the place? So you know, I'm gonna pick enough 4. Don't give me 1. Can we give a long list, right? See the list again. MG Sports, Coaches Desk, I Am Sure Sports. It's not best YouTuber, but best media, but then more overlap with best YouTuber. Kranky Live Night, if we not pick him. I'll put him in there. Who else? JT. I think JT is very good, by the way. JD, JT, Ryan LFC, MG, I Am Sure Sports, Coaches Desk, Balltree TV, Talawa TV. Enough people, Maverick, Maverick too. So Jargon says Ryan, MG. We need 4 Jargons. We need 4. Colin said Kranky, JT, Eddie, JD. Jargon says Coaches Desk Team Force. This is all I'm gonna pick. Jurassic. But we want like every person, so. This is a tough one, people. We're not getting no consensus. We all over the place. But people, you have to think about CVM too, Maverick United to CVM, because they are media personnel who cover the Reggae Boyz. Right? Media personnel cover the Reggae Boyz, so we have to have that, people, as part of the whole setup. IMAX, Jason, Kranky, Coaches Desk, Kranky, MG Sports, Ryan, Coaches Desk, Jason Guna. This is a difficult one. We shall make people vote for one day, but then if you make them vote, they'll put about 8 names. You know what I do? If you don't vote for one, I mean, if you do the poll, it's a work on that. I Am Sure Sport, Coaches Desk, Kranky Live, and IMAX. I Am Sure IMAX, Coaches Desk. That's my Balance View. That's my 4. No, Balance View can't go in Jurassic. Balance View not really sports channel. It's about media that cover the Reggae Boyz. All right, people. So me have Ryan, but Simon drop out then, because I don't know Simon has best media anymore. Only about a couple people through Simon. So we need 4 people. You know what I do? I'll put IMAX by answer. This is not YouTuber, this is media person, people who cover Reggae Boyz. Yeah. All right, we'll do IMAX. IMAX, Ryan, MG, And you know what? I do like Maverick. I put myself on there. All right, come. Most disappointing. So me can't go for most disappointing then. Most disappointing media personnel. Media personnel, no people. Media personnel. And Simon, I did it. So, you know, I'm going to take a Kranky and put in Simon. Simon, I did it. I would agree with that. And see, Jason Good did it too. Why would I know? So we have the 4 people: Ryan, IMAX, MG, and Simon. So 4 most disappointing. Oral Tracy, but is Oral Tracy not the best or worse? No, Ketarack is not a YouTuber. Well, Ketarack media person now. Yeah, but Ketarack already. You only see my press conference. We don't really see him after that anymore. Once in a while, we see him on JD Canal. So we have IMAX, Ryan, MG, and Simon. And I agree with that 4 there. And agree with that 4 there. All right, let's get most. So we have 4 most disappointing media. We have YouTube category of people, so we have more time for them thing. But this is mainly YouTubers, not people, except for Simon. But Simon a YouTuber too. Yeah, I forget about that. All right. So best media personnel. 433 Gunners, J Guna, Oral. What do you mean, Colin? Is that best or worst? In Colin, that best or worst? Herb Bailey in our worst. All right. So we have Herb Bailey in our worst. Since you have Simon as best. Simon replaced him. Simon resigned him. Retire him, I should say. All right. So worst, we have Herb Bailey. Most disappointing, you know, people. Not worst, most disappointing. It's a 433, me can't help you, you know. People never beat you because you beat Mason Greenwoods. You know, you have to get you beaten. Who else? We need 2 more. As worse. CC and Unseen. Why not? I don't know. No, it's most disappointing people. Not worst people. It's most disappointing. So there's no worst category. It's most disappointing. So let me see. Me have 433. Me have. No. 433 is not worse. It's most disappointing. Disappointing could be a lot of different things. It doesn't mean that you're the worst. I don't think 433 is the worst. Not at all. Man said, why JT are the worst? Because JT is a smart man. No, JT is a smart kid. So why come people? When I say worst people, most disappointing is not worse. It's most disappointing. Be clear. Jason says, a YouTuber abstain, right? Okay, Jason, I hear you. CC and Unseen, hard to deal with. Okay. We'll get to content creator, Jason. We'll get to nothing, Jason. We'll get to nothing. We have a whole section for YouTubers, people. People, this is just media, I know, as it relates to press conferences. So, but for you to know, we got press conference. Because it's a JFF press conferences, you know, in terms of how the media operates. So, Ryan no go press conference. Ryan can't do that either. Ryan don't really go press conference, people. I think I got Ryan out of that category. Ryan don't really do press conference. This is about press conference. We get to the YouTuber. He don't really do press conference. MG do press conference. Simon do press conference. IMAX do the press conference either. I'm not taking him out too. IMAX do the press conference. JT do press conference, by the way. 432 do the press conference. I'm not taking him out. This is not, we get to disappointing for YouTubers. Don't worry about that. This press conference, people. CC, the man might beat you. This is press conference, people. CC. You know what I do? I'll put cataract there. We need another one, people. Yeah, open them. All right? Those are the 4 for best media personnel. We need disappointing. Press conference, we are dealing with. Press conference, people. Traditional media, but who in traditional media, Leighton? I don't disagree with you, but who in traditional media? We need one more. No, press conferences. Press, I don't go press conference. Gonna do press conference. We'll get to YouTubers, people. Don't worry about it. We have YouTubers category. May not do it tonight, but we have tons of things on YouTubers who may beat me, but I tell them, say, me not pick nobody. Me just go with what me say. Gunners doesn't do press conferences, though. We need one more press conference. J2 do press conference. CC do press conference. Herb Bailey was head of that. May I have a press conference? May I have MG, Simon, Jason Guna, and Cataract. Best media, Oral, Kranky, JT, MG, TV. But all around the press conferences, Leon, you know, same stuff to them. So GT, MGTV, I have JT in that board category. This is a hard one. See, but Maverick does the press conferences, people. You know the press conference. We have Maverick in that category. You know the press conferences. Same stuff to them. So we can't put him there. We're doing the people who do the press conferences. That's why Simon is there. All right? And that's why Herb Bailey is there. And Cataract is there because I ask question or him same represent multiple different TV stations. CC is there because I ask question. JT asks question. Should JT be worst or best? That's the question. Jason Guna is in multiple press conference and asks question. MG is there. We need one more for worst. No, Jason Guna been good in the press conferences. We have to. I've been to them, so I don't know. I do know. We need one more for worst in terms of not worst in terms of most disappointing. Well, no, traditional media, all them disappointing. So when traditional media go there, what the man we have him, you know what? What the man we have him shirt? Them come from the Observer. You know what? The Observer person. I put him down there. Man come at press conference without him shirt on. We can't figure out his name later. Sorry, you can't beat me. Most disappointing. Disappointing, you know. All right, so we're good. Okay, question of the year, people. Question of the year. Me write on one already. Question of the year, people. So me I got the question of the year. Me have them know. They can't tell me wrong or not. That's Jason Guna question. Cataract question. To McLaren too. GT question. McLaren. We need one more. We have 3 questions of the year so far. We need one more. Eddie Vision for which one? This year, yeah, question of the year. We have Cataract question. We have Jason Guna question. We have JT question. We need one more question of the year. This is the best question. We have most disappointing question. Yeah, oral look our press conference, so we can't put oral on it. Eddie Vision, McLaren. Which one? Which one? Best question for Eddie? Which one for you talk about Javari? Yeah, I have Cataract there, actually. I have Cataract there. Cataract had about 2 Cataract had the best, some of the best questions. Jason Guna had a very good question too. Especially the second to last press conference. JT had a very good question. So we need one more person for best question. At the same time, most disappointing question. Which YouTube? I love the police YouTube. We don't know 433. We don't have that one question. We have other questions, but we don't have that. Come people, most disappointing. We have best question, and we have one more best question and 4. This is the last section for the evening. And then we have most disappointing question of the year. So what's the best one of the best questions? We have Cataract, JT, Jason, and then what's the other best question of the year? Jason was a question he asked. I think it was the first one actually. It was about the recruiting of old men versus kids, I would call it. They're not recruiting no young people. Now we have oral. We have a section. We have a whole YouTube section. We have a whole YouTube compendium. So yeah, we'll get it. But we talk about the press conferences. Question the press conferences. Could have been a number of press conferences. Women press conference, men press conference, Reggae Boyz, Reggae Girls, junior press conference. A lot of press conferences have been held. I need one more best question, people. I have the JT question, which I thought was very good. The Cataract question, the Jason Guna question. Any other question that I should think about, people? Come before we go to most disappointing question. No? I can't think of another good question. I'm going to beat the questionnaires them so much. All right. Most disappointing question, people. Give me some. I came up with all the ones here so far for question of the year. So it means now we play the press conferences after I'm done. We play them too, you know. So you guys should know the press conferences and the questions being asked. So what were some of the worst questions asked? Oh, MG Sports TV Lollipop. I remember that one there. Yeah. I remember that one actually. It was a question about it's about strategy. What was the question about? I can't remember. I remember the question. It was a lollipop. Is Campbell in the squad? Oh, no, there's another question about no. There's more of them. It was he asked if Campbell is in the squad and the person was in it. Was that MG? Somebody asked if yeah. I don't have the intro song, Leighton. I don't have the intro song. Was it Campbell in squad or somebody else in squad? Dre Ravel. Dre will beat me now. What other questions? Oh, the one about Whisper. Who asked the Whisper question? Oh, traditional media. But I figured who did. I remember that one. No, was it Whisper? No, was it? No. There was somebody asked. Was it somebody asked somebody but in the squad and their name was on the list actually? Yeah. It's not MG Sports about Campbell. AG had a lollipop, but it wasn't about Campbell. I figured what traditional media asked it. So Dre Ravel traditional MG had a lollipop. I'll call it lollipop. Okay. You're right about that. Okay, so we take out. So we have Dre's not here. We have Jason Guna. We have Ketarak. We have JT. We have Ravel. Okay, that's good. That's a good list, by the way. No, I agree with the one with Dre with Ravel actually. When the court said, "Yeah, not playing a Bush League." What other question, people? Oh, MG. Yes. I think it was in that same context though. So we have two traditional media about Campbell squad. We figure out who asked the question. Then MG, do players fit style of play? We need two more people. There've been a lot of bad questions. I can't understand. I'm not struggle so much, but let me rephrase that. There've been a lot of disappointing questions. Is what I'll say. Disappointing question. I'm not calling them bad question. There've been quite a bit of disappointing questions. People, come. We need two more disappointing questions. We only have two. We need two more people. Jay Taylor's a lot of last count. Man, no. Did he ask a lot of questions? He only been to a couple of press conferences, And he had one of the better ones about, I forgot what his question was about, but I'm going to remember it. Twice, yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of bad questions. I have to go back and check that, actually. There were a lot of bad questions, actually. 423. I don't disagree with you, actually. There are a lot of softballs. But if you guys can think of disappointing questions, let me know. Yes, we had that about yes. A traditional media asked a bad question, let me know. And then over one beat YouTubers. And Whisper is injured. Yes, I remember that one actually. So we need one more. One more bad question. Not bad question. I'm sorry. I keep saying that. One more disappointing question. There's no bad question. There's some not good. Bad. It's just not good. You have one more people. You have one more nominee for that. Hey, the list I get long enough people. It's a 3-day 3-day awards session. We are doing now. 3-day awards we are doing. Come people. Most disappointing question of the year. We have one more nominee we need. I'm gonna figure out who these traditional media people are. I'm sure Simon remember them. Traditional media question about Whisper, about Campbell Squad, and then MG's one about players those do players fit the coach style. And then we gotta have another one. Come on, people. Enough bad question asked. I've been to those press conferences. Enough disappointing questions asked, I should say. Enough scratched question. I mean, I call that bad chorus, but it's not the best question. Chorus said, what's your expectations going into the game? We don't know if he want to win every game. We don't know what the coach is. I don't know the coach. Yeah, the phone. So you said Ricketts. I pressed me. I beat you. It was at JFA press conference. El Presidente. But it's question. No. It's the best. It's not. No. That's a question. We're talking about for a question. You're going for the worst most disappointing press conference. You said the one. I got to revisit that. Passport, the back was bad. Yeah, I want to figure out which one was the phone. You're talking about for most disappointing. But we wanted a press conference where so you know what? We keep going. We stop today, people. We stop on this list. So tomorrow we'll talk about YouTube Creators Award people. You see the YouTube thing? YouTube thing. People creators. We have YouTube Show of the Year. We have most disappointing YouTube show, best interview. So no come with them thing there. So tomorrow we're gonna talk about YouTubers. Most creative thumbnail, most disappointing clickbait. We have most disappointing YouTuber of the year. No, we have to go YouTuber of the year, most disappointing, best dressed YouTuber, worst dressed YouTuber, most articulate YouTuber, least articulate, most animated, most robotic. We have enough YouTuber category now. It's YouTuber again. Most prepared, least prepared, most composed, most flustered, YouTuber with best rate up face, YouTuber with best camera presence, YouTuber with best studio, YouTuber with worst studio. So people, we have enough for tomorrow. We have enough for tomorrow. We have enough tomorrow. Go think about them. Think about them and come back on the answer. McLaren. Kedarak, I see them all look alike Jason. You know them people that stay Jason. They all look alike to me. You can't make no difference. People say about we know Jason. We look alike. So people, tomorrow we have a lot of categories, people. So we'll go to the tomorrow category. We'll finish that tonight. Make sure we see this and don't go in because this was good. This was good, people. I appreciate this. I'm saving this, people. I'm saving it. See, yes, replace. Save it. So we're done with this. So, but we're 2 hours done enough, people. We're 2 hours up. I mean, I have another topic I want to talk about, you know. We're 2 hours done. So we have to close down this thing, yeah. And talk about it tomorrow. No, what I was going to talk about actually is I have some Reggae Boyz to talk about. We talk about it tomorrow. We need more material tomorrow anyway. Oh, I'm so sorry. Tomorrow's a 1 hour show, people. Tomorrow at 2:45, I'm doing a watch along for Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Then I may come back at 6, and I said I'm gonna try to come back at 6 to do this YouTube pre-award show and fill up the YouTube category then, right? So come tomorrow for the YouTube categories. But if you have time in the day, if you're not working, or if you work for yourself, or if you cheat on a job, you can watch TV, then come join me watch along for Arsenal versus Crystal Palace tomorrow. And hopefully Raheem Sterling, who have been pushing, I gotta give Arteta a call, you know. We'll call him, they're probably going to Dublin. I hope Arteta can turn up. But also we'll talk about the Reggae Boyz tomorrow. I want to talk about some things on that. I'll postpone it to tomorrow because I've limited myself to 2 hours nowadays. You talk for more than 2 hours, you might get dry and you get tired. Let me drink some water one more time. Javari, Reggae Boyz tomorrow, Javari, you know, them have suspense, man. When you watch a show and them come to the last second and then put it out for tomorrow. We'll do that for tomorrow. So we'll do the Reggae Boyz thing tomorrow. Because there's some things I want to talk about. So 2 hours of people, I have to go. I have some stuff to do. So I appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here. Please hit the like button. By the way, people, if you know anybody, everybody miss me ask them to me. I talk to somebody, I try to get some people at some school. I'm gonna say, me about YouTube channel. Send me link here. Just hit the link. And the man said, yeah, of course. I try to get people from every walks of life. YouTube with the worst audio. We can't state enough YouTube category. If we do every YouTube category, it's sure we'll have never done. Trust me, states. There's a lot of YouTube category. So I can't do certain things because me get beaten. I have to be very careful with the YouTube category because I'm a YouTuber. And I'm sure I'm going to get into some of the negative categories, which I have no problem with, by the way. Worst studio must drop it. I do have studio. You know what? Consider the studio thing to be part of if you want to make it not the best. I don't have worst people. I put most disappointing. I don't use the word worse. And here's another thing for YouTubers. Somebody will take it personal. No. If you're picked in a category YouTuber, which is not one of the best categories, my suggestion, which includes Kranky, is that you try to improve. That's all I'll say. Because this is like going to Amazon and Amazon give you and you get a review on your product. You can just take the 5-star and run home and feel happy. If you look for the 1-star, them too, and the 1-star can help you. That's how me operate. So suggestions are good, and I accept those suggestions. So I'll say this. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button before you leave. Join me tomorrow, 2:30, I think it is, 2:30 for Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Come back at 7. Come and need a breather for about an hour for the follow-up on the Reggae Boyz discussion. And we'll also do the YouTube categories, which is about 3 slides, actually. No. I think people need to realize, Jason, that you shouldn't always look for the best. If you get peer positive comments, people, it's not the best thing for you, That means you have nothing to work on, which makes some sense. If you want to be negative with Kranky, then give me the negative so we can do a negative and say, you know what? Do I agree with this? Yes. Okay, let me try to change that and improve on it. That's how you should take it. You shouldn't take it personal and think that, boy, man, I'm going to fight you and all that. No, sir. Criticism is always good. Because I'm sure Maverick enjoys some of the criticism you get. Well, I don't know about that, actually. Maverick too big for enjoy criticism. But him not fight everybody who come on him channel. Him not fight the man who agree with him. So no. Arsenal, no, nomination not get postponed. Nothing no Arsenal. Me not give up on Arteta, but Arteta on the fence. On the fence with Arteta, Jason. On the fence. Me soon jump off a fence. I think Arteta has done a wonderful job of getting Arsenal to a good place. I don't want to miss the Arsenal discussion. But him can't game manage people. His game management is awful. It's not bad, it's awful. It's not disappointing, it's awful. I've been saying that for 3 years now. Haven't changed. Seen it, watched it, looked at it, no good. No good. So maybe because Pep can't teach him how to manage the game, help him. Can copy everything from Pep. Even though Pep saying copy things from him too. And I think Arteta is a good manager overall in terms of preparing his team, in terms of style of play, in terms of, exploiting things in the games. If you don't exploit like set pieces, it's a very good manager, but can't get managed. In what 3 trophy? Which 3 trophy win? So him win FA Cup and 2 Community Shield and 3 trophy that Jason. People, you get desperate and we start call Community Shield trophy, you get desperate, Because I'm not official Jason and him win the FA Cup in him first year, Jason. So I'm nothing after that. Yeah, I know Community Shield. Him win 1 FA Cup and him first come with Emery team. With nothing with theme team. Him not even come close to win nothing. He don't make no final, he don't make no semi-final, he don't make nothing. Get knocked out in the last 16, last 8, no win nothing. Yeah, Jason. I agree with you, Jason. It's ridiculous. Because he can't game manage. The last game Saturday, I think people are just realizing after Saturday's game that, you know what? Hold up here. There's something, because AFTV is conflicted. See, people tell about conflicting of people. That's why when you're in the media, you have to be very careful about your associations. Because AFTV have gotten so close to Arsenal now. Because remember, AFTV just beat Arsenal. It's been a Wenger year just destroy Arsenal and all. So let me get them fame now. But now, only a few people on the channel will go negative, like Turkish. But Turkish always negative. Always pessimistic. But now, people like Robbie, them not saying nothing critical, too tough. Robbie not saying nothing critical, too tough, Robbie managing more else, because Robbie understand how the money thing flow. I understand where Robbie come from, but I think sometimes you sit here saying, and look, people have to appreciate what Teta has done. He's brought us from the dead, which is 10 times different from Man U. Think about where Arteta's taking us, where Man U is. It's sustainable. So we're going to be good for a while. We won't be just good unless we lose players and we have money to replace them. We're going to be good for a while. But to get to that next place, he's struggling. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jason, I think, yeah. Well, Troops left, right? And what's his name? Got himself in trouble with his lady person. Then one of them died. Most of them, apart from Lee Judge and Turkish, who's, Turkish just miserable. But yeah, he's become more professional, put it that way. But I still think the critical element of it is not what it used to be when it's deserved. Now, there's been a lot to be praised about of late, so it's hard to be critical when things to be praised about. And people are saying he just make his name on negativity. But maybe he's gone way too far and need to come back. Yeah, no, but Troops does his own thing. Troops does his own thing. Because remember, Robbie has employees, Jason. Then I was commenting, we have employees, like, and no of them are employees, right? Including his brother. So they're employees, so it's a little bit different. But no, Troops are doing one thing. I'm making more money. But I noticed that a lot of Troops doesn't comment on his channel, doesn't go there as much as Curtis does, for example. And Curtis has his own channel now. All of them are branch out of their own channel now. And I do, and then just leverage off AFTV and have 100,000 subscribers and all that. Even some of the one of them who are, one was not good, are disappointing. I'm doing well. So Adam I do well. So Adam should thank Robbie. Robbie start something. Robbie will help YouTubers talk about football. But anyway, people, thanks for being here. I'm going to close out by saying I appreciate you. Please hit the like button before you go. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please tell your friends about the channel. Please share. You see me, I use please about 10 times, people. So you're big, And I will see you tomorrow, 2:30 for the Arsenal game, 7 o'clock to come back, and we're going to more of the nominees for the Kranky Awards. And time permitting, not time permitting, we will talk some Reggae Boyz, which I apologize for not talking about today, but we're not that time. Gone to watch NBA Cup Finals. Oh, that's on tonight? Well, my Knicks is not in this. I don't really care. And Troops does cost too much, chorus. I agree with that. In coach for no reason. All right, people. Have a good night. Peace out. Thanks. Kranky life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk and it's free, yo. Kranky life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Kranky life, tell them. Kranky life, heed them. Kranky life, want them. Kranky life. From the courts to the field, we'll never lose because Kranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Kranky life, tell them. Kranky life, heed them. Kranky life, want them. Kranky life. Kranky life where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Kranky life, get to know the name because Kranky analysis is never lame. Kranky life, give me my Kranky life. I want my Kranky life. Must have my Kranky life. Whether it's football or track and field, Kranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Kranky life. Tell them, Kranky life. Heed them, Kranky life. Want them, Kranky life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Kranky Live. Tune into Kranky Live. Like up Kranky Live. Subscribe to Kranky Live. Kranky Live coming to you on weekdays. Kranky Live sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Kranky will always bring the heat. Kranky Live. Me say fi tell them Kranky life. Me say fi heed them Kranky life. On them Kranky life. Kranky life will be around. Kranky life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Kranky life. Kranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them. Want them, Cranky, cranky, cranky life. Cranky, cranky, cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Cranky, cranky, cranky life. Cranky, cranky, cranky life. Cranky. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed, want, heed, want, heed them.